Okay guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is going to be my first video on OnlyFans. And you're gonna thank your fucking stars that you end up here. As you can see today, the video is gonna be about how to sign your first model. Before I get into that, if you're an aspiring model, if you already have an OnlyFans, if your current agency is not doing that good, if you're doing it on your own and you want to increase your earnings, or if you're thinking about going into OnlyFans, message me on my Instagram. It's in the description. It's going to be somewhere here if I remember to put it. Message me, I want to be a model, and I'll reply. I'll get back to you, or one of my team members will. Either Telegram or Instagram. And do not ask me any questions there. If you want to ask questions, I do have a free community for OFM. If you want to ask any questions there are over 100 people in there already. I will be helping you there. Some of my inner circle guys are there trying to help. So do not DM me any questions. Either leave a comment or go there. So, how to sign your first model? How I signed my first model was through social media as well. So that is the topic I'm going to go first about. I do have more topics to cover, but that's going to come in a few days. The first and the best way is social media. Mark my words. This is something you should be doing if you're a beginner, if you're not a beginner, and something that you should prioritize because everyone is on social media. Instagram, before you start Instagram, you need to have either a personal page or an Instagram for your agency, or both. On your personal page, you need to make sure it looks good. You're doing a lot of peacocking there. That means showing off a good lifestyle, and not going all monk mode because then you're just an anon and no one will reply to you, let alone a hot girl you're trying to sign. For our agency page, there are a lot of examples there. On Instagram, you can take inspirations from. Do not copy exactly. You need to be a little bit different. Just make a good looking agency page that looks like it means business and not a goofy ass page. Name, it doesn't really matter for your agency. Personal IG, you can take inspiration from me or people that are common followers for me that I follow. If they follow me back, I have a lot of friends that are even using Instagram better than me. I don't even do it to the full potential, to be honest, because it works for me without putting in the work on my Instagram. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, so you basically need to have a good Instagram and a good agency page. So the girls get a reason to message you, okay? You basically need to think like you're the girl, and if you're going through your requests, what are you going to see first? And what are you going to think about it? And would you reply to yourself? You have to think like that, okay? You have to compare yourself with others' IG. You have to make it better. You have to try to make it better every second. Have good highlights, good lifestyle, stuff like that. How do you find girls is the question. Good question. The way you basically find girls is, first, you need to know what countries are the hotspot for OnlyFans girls. I wouldn't tell you what countries I personally target, but for example, USA is one, Germany is one, right? You need to know the hotspots. And what you need to do next is basically go to girls that are trying to build their followings on reels that look pretty, trying to do that modeling stuff, not some educational stuff, but modeling stuff, fashion, nails, etc. You need to go there, or you can go to clubs on Instagram. Search some good clubs, restaurants, beaches, places where girls like to go. Okay, that's how you will find your first model, and that's how you will message your girls. I personally message around 250 girls a day with multiple accounts, and I have a full team doing that. Twitter DMs. Twitter DMs work very similar to how Instagram DMs work. Okay? The only difference is you cannot filter through place, you cannot filter through reels. You filter through searching OnlyFans, and there's abundance of girls trying to do OnlyFans and failing on their own, or have a shitty agency. that is your chance to be the hero and make some money. So go on Twitter, search OnlyFans, search girls that are trying to make a following, posting this cute or little sexy stuff, or maybe selling their photos without OnlyFans on Snapchat, maybe anything. So there are a lot of girls doing a lot of stuff that can actually turn a good income into OnlyFans, but it's your job to figure it out. How do you find girls? I told you. The second way, there is one more way to find girls, is the software. It's a website. This website called Only Finder. Okay? Once you go there, you need to know how to use it. There are a lot of filters. You can filter the location, age, and a bunch of other stuff. You will see a lot of girls that have Twitter, that have Instagram, with low following. You need to know how to use it because most of the girls there have huge following and they do a lot of promotion, which makes it harder to find girls with low following or girls that are new. So you basically need to see which girls have Instagram, which girls have OnlyFans, which girls have Twitter, and then you need to message them on their respective platforms. I personally do not do OnlyFans reach out. Most of them are used by agency. They're Filipino chatters for $2 an hour. Messaging them, your message doesn't even reach 99% of the models. Instagram ads. Instagram ads is one of the best ways I personally can say, because that is how I signed my first model, which I did not make any money from. So it's very simple. It's very self-explanatory. It's very self-explanatory. You basically pay Instagram to run ads. Story ads, it can be reel ads, it can be a post through your agency, whatever you want to do, it's your choice. What I personally like is story ads. There needs to be a girl saying, looking for OF models. There should be a text and there should be a screenshot of earnings. Okay? That is the best ad that I've seen work. Very simple. You can make it on Canva or Pixar. Run an ad. Who to target? You target girls in hotspot areas like America, Germany, I just told you, who are 18 plus. 18 to 35 is what I usually do. Other settings are basically you can target cities instead of countries if you know what cities are hotspots and good places. One I can give you is Miami, so you get an idea. The other setting is interest. Just leave that the fuck alone. Make sure you have clicked the little button where it says female and you have checked off male so it does not show any male who are trying to do OnlyFans. Of course, it's your choice at the end. I do not manage males. I hate that shit. I'm not gay. TikTok. How do I message on TikTok? You do not message on TikTok. You cannot message on TikTok. TikTok does not allow anyone to message someone unless they follow you back. So what you do on TikTok is basically you find girls that are doing modeling stuff, sexy stuff, anything, that are not OnlyFans models already, and they're trying to build a following for themselves and have an Instagram attached. Trust me, it's easier than it sounds to find these kind of girls. It's just on action and it's a numbers game. So how do you message them? You find these girls, you go on their profile, there should be an Instagram button there. If there is, you're in luck. You click that button, you click send message, and you send, hey, I love you, whatever the fuck you want to send. How to find a potential model? So the way I do it is I have people that have a separate. The way I do it is I have a team who have their own Twitter accounts, a couple, one each. They have followed a lot of girls, liked and watched their videos again and again. So whenever they open TikTok, it's only those girls. It makes it way easier. Scroll, you'll find a girl, message her, boom, that's all. So now you must be asking, okay, brother, you're a genius, but what do I message? You message something that does not tell it's about OnlyFans, first of all. Second thing, you message them something that does not tell them directly what you're trying to talk about. Secondly, you need to spike some kind of curiosity and have a good account, so they think it's worth messaging you back. Once you get a message back, you direct them to a call as soon as possible. Don't answer a lot of questions. Girls will ruthlessly waste your time and ghost you. Trust me, I've learned that the hard way. So voice message, call. On the call, you need to know how to structure the call, what way you're trying to take the call, right, and what split or salary basis you want the girl to be on, what kind of social medias, what kind of content you need, what kind of social media you're going to target. You need to know everything so you can explain her what exactly is needed of her. Once she agrees, if you're good, if you're confident, if you can answer all the questions, you need to understand that you need to answer the questions you don't know the answer of as well. When I was starting off, especially, I had a lot of questions that I faced that I did not know the answer of. I answered them confidently and I just famoosed them, you can say. Once the call is done, depending on if she has an OnlyFans already or not, you make an OnlyFans, you take the access of OnlyFans, and then you set up the social media profile and the next steps, which I'm going to tell you guys later. If you're a potential model, make sure to message me on Instagram. Let's make some money together.